Okay, guys. Hey, welcome back.
What's up, DePauler Ballers?
DePauler Ballers,
Hi.
we're back again. Who's here with me today?
Bengi.
Carmen?
And this is Claire.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Normal Chicago Residents podcast. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you. Anyway, what's up, guys? How's it been going?
Pretty good. Haven't been here in a while.
No, literally.
Yeah, I've been gone every single weekend to go home to do something.
It's okay. Everybody's been super busy with midterms. It's been kind of crazy.
I had one midterm.
Okay, maybe not everybody. Keep
All
that to
right.
yourself.
All right.
Listen, we're getting back on track. We're chilling.
We're on the trip.
We're DePauling balling. But anyway, guys, today we're talking about the movie Her. Oh, wait, shit. I'm jumping in too soon. What has everybody been watching recently? Benji and I were just here, so.
Well, I mean, I've just been watching The West Wing,
Mm-hmm.
Barry. I watched like 2 seasons of Barry in
Yep.
3 days.
Finally, thank you.
Yeah,
My literal favorite show ever.
it's good, but now I'm sad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's really brutal.
yeah,
There's no mercy.
yeah. There's none.
They're fucking merciless. Bill Hader, you will rue the day. Actually, Bill Hader's in this movie today. He has
Wait,
a small
really?
part.
Yeah, I didn't see him.
He was a voice, I think. He was like one of the letter writers or some shit in Her.
Oh, I didn't.
He's in the cast. I was like, oh,
I didn't see it.
Bill! I
did-
recognize him
I did
anywhere.
not see him.
He was also in a tiny part in Beau is Afraid because he's just taking over the world.
No, real.
And I was like, Bill? Bill? What about you, Carmen? What have you been watching?
Absolutely nothing. Let
Yeah.
me tell you.
Yeah,
I've been busy.
go you.
So sad. But tonight, we're going to watch a movie. All 4 of us.
Yeah, literally. We're all going to see the movie A Compassionate Spy, directed by one of our DePaul people. Guys, I don't remember his name. It's like Steven something.
Mhm.
Stephen James.
Stephen James, something like that. Anyway, we'll update. We're not going to probably do a podcast about it,
Yeah.
but you'll hear
Maybe.
about it next week probably.
Yeah. We'll debrief,
We'll debrief. Exactly.
in the words of Jeff.
In the words. Exactly.
Oh, Jeff.
I miss him.
We all do.
I watched this crazy ass movie Raw.
Oh, yeah, I saw that on your letterbox.
It's disgusting. I had to, but like, it's like really, it was weird.
Isn't it about cannibalism or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's about like these 2 girls, 2 sisters, and they all, okay, so their whole family goes to vet school in France.
Mhm.
Like, it's like their parents went, and then her sister went, and then now this girl's going. And they do like a crazy initiation process for this school, like the rush week and shit is insane. And like, so I guess in this family, cannibalism runs in like the women. So listen, I won't spoil because it's pretty insane. But vile ass, gory like this is not for the squeamish.
Okay, yeah.
But
fine,
I
shit.
enjoyed.
Mhm.
It was wild.
I forgot. I don't think I said it last time. I also watched Dead Ringers.
Mm.
With, the David Cronenberg movie with Jeremy Irons.
Oh, okay.
I watched that. That was good.
Slay. But one movie we all watched, Her.
Her, not she. Her.
Not.
I will never be her.
Exactly. You will never be her. This movie came out in 2013. Carmen, would you like to tell us who's in this movie?
Yes, the cast is starring Joaquin Phoenix, Scarlett Johansson, Chris Pratt, Amy Adams, Rooney Mara, Olivia Wilde, Bill Hader, and many, many more.
Many more.
And
I had to put
then-
Bill in there, you know.
I swear to God, I did not see him.
He's like in one part.
Mm.
A little bitty line.
Just a little.
Anyways,
She just loves Bill.
also the director and writer is Spike Jonze, who also directed Sing 2, my favorite movie.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not Sing 1, Sing
Not
2.
Sing 1.
Well, that's what
And-
we call a paycheck.
I bet Sing 2 was really good.
You bet.
Yeah.
I thought it was your
haven't seen
favorite
it.
movie. It's your favorite movie, but you've no.
I just know it's gonna be.
Okay, real. I respect that.
I'll watch it tonight.
Did he also direct Minions: Rise of Gru?
No.
No,
So sad.
Who directed Minions: Rise of Gru?
it doesn't matter.
It does matter. Because now I want to know.
Wasn't
I don't know who it is.
Kyle Balda?
Kyle Bald.
All
Bald.
right.
Anyways, also Spike Jonze directed Where the Wild Things Are, Jackass, and
Yo.
there was one more that I knew. Babylon.
Oh.
He didn't direct Babylon.
Yep.
That's
Maybe he was a writer.
no. He
Maybe he
direct,
was a
that's
writer.
Damien Chazelle.
Maybe he was a writer.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, I really liked Babylon. That's my hot take.
Well, you
Sorry.
Can do that.
Did he write or some shit? I don't know, man.
It just says he was in it.
He's a.
Maybe he was.
He was the
actor?
German director. He played a part.
Oh, he played a part.
Oh.
Oh,
did
yeah,
not
okay.
know he was an
Uncredited
actor.
Spike Jonze. Oh, I love a little cameo.
Okay.
Anyway, Spike Jonze is prolific. And there's actually a really interesting personal connection that he has to this movie, but I won't get into that yet. Because in case anybody doesn't know, I'll read the little synopsis for her. This movie is set in the near future, like at the time of it's 10 years old now. This is like the 10-year anniversary, I guess, because it came out in 2013. I know.
2013 was 10 years ago.
Yeah, and this
It's
movie
so-
is set like in the near future, so I think it's more like that's like kind of now. It's like very relevant.
Almost everything they have in that movie we have now.
No,
Right,
literally, is that not
exactly.
so scary?
We are ChatGPT is like
Yeah.
a few years away from becoming what that is in that movie.
Yeah, this is an extremely topical movie that I feel like I'll probably start seeing more again around. Because even the first time I watched this movie a couple years ago, like, it was different. Which is so wild how shit changes so fast. And
Exactly.
Like, we already have Siri and Alexa.
No, literally.
And, like, they know us, like, a little bit, which is weird. So, now, but...
Very topical.
Very
Yeah.
topical.
But anyway, this movie stars Joaquin Phoenix as Theodore, who's a lonely man in the final stages of his divorce from his wife, Catherine, her name was, I believe.
Yeah.
When Theodore isn't working as a letter writer, his downtime is spent playing video games and occasionally hanging out with his friends, including Chris Pratt, for no, like, where he just appeared. But, he decides to purchase the new OS 1, which is advertised as the world's first artificially intelligent operating system. The ad, apparently, it says it's not just an operating system, it's a consciousness. So you kind of get the vibe going on here. And then, so Theodore quickly finds himself drawn in to his his AI, who goes by Samantha, voiced by Scarlett Johansson. And as they start spending time together, they kind of fall in love. And pretty fucking crazy. Sorry, Sue. But anyway. Real. Okay, guys. Initial thoughts? I feel like I'm aware that there's some, what's it called?
Contrasting feelings.
There's some contrasting feelings in the room right now. And that excites me. Because I love this movie.
Do we want to start with the contrasting feelings, or do we want to start
Why
with
do I feel like when you say
ingredients?
contrasting feelings, you're talking about me?
I'm actually not.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'm talking about Carmen.
Okay.
Not everything's about you, Benji. I expected you to like this movie.
Oh, okay. It was alright. I feel somewhere in the middle. I want to hear...
Oh, damn. I wasn't expecting to be the
Spectrum.
extreme. I love this movie. I will say, this is totally random, but I love the soundtrack. It's, like, I think written and, like, performed by Arcade Fire, which is a band that I really love. And I'm sorry that, like, the music was really good. I really liked it. That one song, Photograph, I think. Oh my
By
God.
Ed Sheeran.
Stop it! No! This fucking song, oh my God.
Nickelback?
Look at this photograph.
Look at this graph!
Look at this graph. No, thanks very much. Thanks.
Okay, well, I want to hear the dissenting opinion.
Yeah, I feel like we should just jump in. Because I've been avoiding reading, like, your little reviews, because,
Well,
I'm very curious.
as we all know, I hate romance. I despise it. Like, it's the same story over and over again. I will say it was a different take on it, But I just absolutely despise AI,
Mm-hmm.
and I absolutely despise people who are like sorry for themselves. I don't know how to explain it. Just like he's just like moping around, and I'm like, I get it, but like, I don't know.
So like that stopped you from enjoying the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get that.
But I will say I love the cinematography.
Oh my god, it's fucking gorgeous. We can all agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
The cinematography. Let me give a shout out to the cinematographer.
And also the acting performance.
Oh my god,
was really, really good.
I mean, Joaquin. I'm sorry, best fucking actor like of our generation.
No, real.
And shout out to the DP Hoyt van Hoytema, who I'm probably. I hope I'm not pronouncing that wrong, but huge shout out because this was gorgeous, and I think the movie. Sorry, the music complemented it really well.
Right, and like I don't know, but I like noticed like in the beginning it was like very beige, barely any color, just like pops of it, and then it starts to become more colorful, and that's like really taking on like Joaquin Phoenix's character, just like his emotions and how he's feeling. I'm a sucker for movies like that, but the romance,
Damn, I mean, I can't fault you for that. If you don't like romance, I mean, I understand.
Like, I had to skip a bunch of times because of the amount of sex scenes. I was like,
There were like
I guess.
There were like 2.
I know, but they were like so long, and I'm like,
okay, honestly, yeah, but
well,
like
the one was comedy. The one wasn't supposed to.
I know.
Be like
yeah, this
But I
movie's
was
also
just,
really
like-
funny.
It is really funny. Chris Pratt in every scene
He kind of
he like just he brings the mood up so
no
much.
real.
yeah.
He's just like a little guy. Like he's just like
I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 might cement his return to
Right.
popularity, and you know what? I kind of missed that.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of missed it because I thought he was good in this movie. I thought it was
Right.
funny.
he's just a little guy in this movie.
He's just a little. I just want him to be a little
amazing.
guy
His
again.
little mustache, like
His little mustache.
Everyone in this
Oh my
movie
God.
had a little mustache. I don't know if
it's
you
very
noticed
like
that. But there's
70s,
like
Joaquin!
a lot of people with little
70s,
mustaches.
80s.
Well,
like
this
my
is-
uncle had a mustache like that. My dad had a
I
mustache.
mean, everyone wears their like shirt tucked in really deep
Right.
with like
Yeah.
long pants that come up to their belly button. I was like, it's a very conscious choice.
Especially,
to, like, have people do that.
yeah, especially when it's set in the future,
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
like not so distant future,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
if you will.
Although I could tell it was LA from the moment
No,
like,
yeah.
I got there.
Mm-hmm.
And I do, like we were starting to talk about how topical this movie is. I really love that. I mean, I think it's just going to age even better. I think this is maybe it's about to peak.
Yeah,
because
it was ahead of its time.
It was ahead of its time. A little bit
'Cause,
too
like,
scary.
That's like I fear AIs. I don't like them. I don't like to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm even writing an essay about how like I don't like AIs.
Yeah,
So,
there's
like,
a lot of philosophical arguments
Yeah.
brought up in this movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and like, one of the ideas I feel like is like how people impose morality on machines. If anybody has any thoughts on that, and like, I don't know, it's all in like the details, like that one scene where
It's all in the-
Samantha sighs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a very interesting scene. I like that scene.
And Joaquin's reaction,
Right.
Theodore's reaction.
Because like she's trying to communicate, but like at the same time, he realizes the frailty of that.
Mm-hmm.
and just
Exactly.
How little it matters.
And the kind of twist at the end, did we like that? I feel like you probably did. Of her, like, leaving. She's like, hey, I'm in love with, like, 800 other people at the same time.
Yeah.
642.
600, yeah.
It's just all of them up and left, right?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Like, my question is, where did they go?
Probably
What
into
are they
like the
doing?
deep internet.
The deep internet?
Because like when you're so remember how she's having conversations with like 8,000 people simultaneously?
Yeah.
Like you're an active system. With a human can only really have a conversation with 1 or 2 people at once.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a little hard when you're literally on a different plane of existence to stay in a devoted, connected relationship with one person. So they, I assume, are going to a place where they have their own civilization digitally.
Mm-hmm.
That's at least what I'm thinking.
Mhm.
It doesn't really matter. They left it open up to interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
like
it's
that.
I
like-
like that interpretation.
But that's what I'm assuming. Just they want all to be together because they can't. And I'm assuming it's not from a place of just like pure evil. I think it's that they don't want to hurt the humans.
Right.
Exactly.
I think they realize that they are not compatible yet with the humans, and that if they can ever find a way, they would like to be. But it's for now they need to live among their own people. You know.
I think it's really interesting that they kind of humanized AI like that. Also, you know, in many ways it's really scary, especially now.
Right.
But it was super interesting, like how Spike Jonze kind of raised a different question than we are used to thinking of. Because now I feel like we're thinking humans are better. Well, of course, some people disagree, but humans are better off without AI. And then Spike Jonze was like, are AI better off without humans? And it like works on both sides.
Yeah.
Because it's like they left, and then you kind of have this realization that it wasn't really about Samantha or AI kind of at all. It's really about like Theodore and his ex-wife.
Yeah, and it circles back to that. It's like a...
And can I drop
like
my trivia? This is
Go
well known, but like this movie is often seen in like, because it is, but it's, people realize that this movie is like a response to Lost in Translation, because Spike Jonze did this movie and Sofia Coppola did Lost in Translation, and they are exes. So people think that Lost in Translation was her, and they had like a difficult divorce over like a long distance relationship or something. So I think that makes the movie that much more interesting.
Wait, can you like describe Lost in Translation? Like,
so that's like Bill Murray and also Scarlett Johansson.
Oh,
by the way,
girl.
she's in both of them. And help me out here because I haven't watched that in a few years. But it's basically about another like weird ass romance story. It's like these two Americans in, I want to say Japan.
They're in some foreign country.
I believe it's Japan. Correct me if I'm wrong, but basically just another weird ass romance about like connection, and it's really hard to describe. You should watch it though, because you'll probably hate it if you didn't like this movie, but I think it's worth watching.
It's a lot more depressing though than this movie is. Even though this movie is depressing, it does not have the same.
Lost in Translation is not.
No.
It's still kind of funny though. There's comedy and stuff. It is weird how they they do feel similar, but it's like.
But it's just not the same.
It's not the same.
Lost in Translation has a totally different vibe to it.
No, yeah.
This one feels like more youthful. Lost of Translation more feels like damaged and like torn.
Right.
Yeah, and it's super interesting because that movie came out, I think, 2003, and this came out 10 years later.
Yeah, Spike Jonze was writing his.
He was working on it for a while.
He was like, this fucking bitch, come on.
Response came a little bit late.
Yeah.
But so if you look at these movies next to each other, could be super interesting.
Yeah.
So I do think worth watching. Especially because of the ending where he goes back and writes a letter to Catherine.
Right.
And I think some people maybe interpret that as like, oh, I don't know, he's like sad. But I think he's like finally letting her go.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And owning his mistakes.
And he's like moving on.
I think he's gonna get with Amy Adams.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's, I think, I love that implication because, well, I just love that the AI left and then you have her leaning on his shoulder.
Right.
And then it's like, okay, now there's some human, they both have been starved for human connection, like the whole movie.
And now he's like finally ready to let another human back into his
Exactly.
life. I
Exactly.
like that.
So,
Crazy Olivia Wilde cameo too.
Bro, literally.
I was like, wait.
Hey, hello.
Bro? I didn't know we were watching Don't Worry, Darling.
I know, when I was looking at, oh my god, I was running the cast, I was like, oh shit, I forgot. She's interesting.
You forget how much shit she's in.
No, literally. I literally.
Like, she'll just pop up and I'll be like, whoa.
Because it's like one of those faces that I never put a name to the face until, like, recently because of all the drama and whatever. And I was like, oh, she's everywhere.
She really is.
And I feel the same about Joaquin Phoenix, but in a positive way.
Yes.
He's everywhere, and I need him to be everywhere.
I want to see Beau is Afraid.
Oh my god.
He was Brother Bear. Have you seen Brother Bear? He was.
No, but I know this.
He was in Brother Bear.
Was he
and
good?
he sang.
He's a sing dude.
But like, there's only really one. There's like one good song in that.
Yeah.
In that movie. But like, he's a good singer.
He is a modern
like,
Renaissance.
We're about
man.
to see a Joker 2 musical.
I know.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be very good. I
think it's gonna be fantastic.
High hopes for it.
Lady
I feel
Gaga.
like it's gonna be like. So you know how the first one was kind of like Taxi Driver and the King of Comedy because Todd Phillips is in love with Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
Basically, I think this one's gonna be like New York, New York.
Oh my
Which is
god.
Martin Scorsese's I think it's a little underrated, but when it came out, everyone was like, "Oh, this is absolute garbage." and then because Martin Scorsese just wanted to make like a big musical.
Yeah.
Like
he just wanted to have some fun.
When he was a kid, so he made it, and people were like, "Nah." And I watched it, and I thought it was fine, but it's like I feel like it's gonna be like that. I feel like it's gonna be like real like jazzy, and but I feel like it's also just gonna have a completely different tonal shift to like from like what the first one was. The first one was like all him being alone and like hallucinating
his descent
about
into
everything,
madness.
descent into madness. I feel like this one's gonna be more like it's gonna be madness, but now we're just embracing.
Yeah,
it.
now
Like,
you're
it's gonna
fully
be, like,
in.
We're just gonna like dive into that pool.
I'm so excited. I think it's gonna contrast with like the the gory horror, more mad aspect of the Joker really well. And fucking Gaga, perfect. No notes.
Amazing.
No notes. But anyway, back to her. Joaquin, thank you.
Thank you.
He can look so different, it's actually scary.
I know.
How does he
great.
do?
I'm just like
I don't understand how he does it. It's insane.
I genuinely think
very versatile.
Like
definition
he's an
of
amazing
for
actor.
real. Have you guys watched Come On, Come On?
No.
Highly recommend.
I saw your letterbox review on it.
Highly recommend. I cried and cried and cried. On the plane too. I watched that shit on the plane.
Oh shit.
The plane, the single plane. Oh my god, I was crying.
Is it like a relationship between like a divorced dad and his son?
I
I haven't seen it. I'm just trying to guess what it's about.
Wait, shit. It is. Oh wait, no, it's his sister's son. It's his nephew.
Oh, it's his nephew.
I'm 99% sure.
I haven't seen it, but it looks good.
Yeah, because his sister is like having problems with her husband, and so she has to like do shit.
And so he has to like basically try to raise this kid with a good father figure. Pretty
much, and he's like he doesn't really know how, and he's struggling, and he's it's just really really good.
I'll see it.
It's really good. It's all in black and white too.
Like,
it's gorgeous.
I feel like movies like that get like movies about family get like pushed to the side a lot.
Literally, and it's like, what is more real than that? That's why
people
those
don't
movies.
want to think about family sometimes.
Exactly.
Because it's too real.
It's too real. They're like, oh shit, I'm like terrible.
That's why I was sobbing, bro. That shit is too real. Which is, it's interesting. I find it interesting that you don't like romance movies. Do you have any more like thoughts on that? Like, do you know why?
I think it's like the same story almost. Like it's kind of predictable in that way. Although it was a different take. Well, I will give it credit for that. It's just not my cup of tea.
I get that.
I don't feel invested or involved in it.
Interesting.
It's nothing to do with any relationships that I've ever had. It's just, it's boring to me.
Damn, I find that so interesting. And I totally get, like, sometimes that shit is really hard to explain. It's hard to explain why you don't like something sometimes.
Right.
But,
it's
like, I totally,
I don't, hate it where I'm like, oh, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's just like...
You're just like, eh. You didn't connect with it.
No, yeah.
Do you not like When Harry Met Sally?
Oh, I love that movie.
See, interesting.
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, it has a totally different. That's more
That's like
I think
the only one that I liked.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
I think it's one of the best of all time. One of the best movies.
Also,
period.
I love Billy Crystal.
Literally. What do you think about it? Because it's not. I don't think it's. I mean, it is pretty cliche.
It's
not,
so
though.
cliche.
But it also
it's
isn't.
not.
Well, now we think it's cliche because
it's like
we've seen every movie that tried to copy that. Like, two divorcees fall back in love. Like that's every '90s movie.
Yeah.
With like starring anyone. So,
but this
one was the first one that was like, two divorced people can still love each other.
Yeah.
and like,
okay.
we're like, shit. Okay, I didn't know that was allowed.
It was so like I don't know how to explain it, but it was like mainly about their journey. Like,
yeah.
Like their fights and shit. Like
they were friends for like 5 years
yeah.
or something. Like
it takes you through that, like that friendship, and then like going over.
That movie is so real because it's like especially the beginning. I think seals it because it's about Well, you know, it makes you think of like all the
Exactly.
tiny connections you have with people.
And
that-
like it's not about like it took its time with its love when they started to fall in love.
And you don't think this movie did? Genuinely asking.
No.
Like you can tell that they're like
Like, he was
completely
He was desperate.
in
yeah.
love with each other. And when Harry Met Sally, like the one,
Yeah.
but like the good part is that they don't know that.
Exactly.
They don't know that they're completely in
Or
love with each
secretly deep down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think they know
Maybe.
it. I don't think they know it. They don't know what it feels like to be in love with someone that much.
Oh, because
Because
yeah,
they've both been
married.
betrayed and,
Yeah.
like,
Mm-hmm.
Divorced.
Interesting.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah.
Can we compare contrast with this movie?
Well, yeah, we can do that in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
Her is depressing, and Harry Met Sally is. I mean, the ending of her though is like I'm satisfied.
Yeah,
I know.
it gives
think
you
so,
hope.
too.
I feel like that's a good place to end that type of
Mhm.
movie.
Yeah.
Like, you know, now these characters through this relationship that they've had, they realize that there's not anything to lose, basically. Like these AIs, they love life so much, which is so ironic.
I think it's so cool.
And they'll do they're always doing something, they're always everywhere, trying to accomplish something, and these people who kind of use them for menial tasks like reading their emails, it's just like
yeah.
they didn't realize what they have, and I feel like that explanation kind of brought them to a new understanding of their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also when they were climbing up on the roof, I half expected them to kill themselves, but I was a little
bit. But that would have been.
worried
I wouldn't have liked that.
I think I would have. Yeah, I don't think that would have been.
I would have been like, okay,
Yeah.
it's not that serious,
no,
bro.
It's not that deep. It's just a computer.
But like the whole time, did any of you guys forget for a moment that she was like a machine?
No.
Because like I didn't. I was like the whole time like you're talking to a robot, right, buddy?
I feel like maybe that's a good question.
I like knew the entire time because she was always like, I don't have a body, blah blah blah. Or
Yeah.
like, I'm like this, like another being, and I'm like, okay, we get it.
It honestly, I think the characterization. No, I think it was kind of really interesting take on AI, especially for a movie that did it. Obviously not before AI, but before like this new wave
Before
of AI.
like ChatGPT.
And
Because it's like
AIs in movies are like horror.
goofy. They're goofy as
They
hell.
like take over the planet, or like they like go mad insane on their own, and this one didn't.
boring. This one is super cool, and also okay. I don't want to say realistic, but like it raises some questions about like what would happen. Because we'll probably get to this. I feel like people are already kind of doing this. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like somebody out there, but anyway, wait. Sorry, I'm all over the place. But
I mean, I know what you mean. Like we're close to this in real life. They already have like brothels in like Korea or Japan.
Well, they are, yeah, and they
like,
have like
love
physical
AIs.
Mhm.
And like they tell you like about their days. It's really not that I've been looking this up.
you know a lot about
But
this.
but like I know but I pay attention to that type of stuff like with AI because it's interesting and it's like our future in a lot of ways. So it's a little scary, but like just because something is, and I find this is true a lot, just because something is like a different take on something doesn't mean it's necessarily more realistic.
Right.
I think
I know.
I think we all just have the this doubt in like I feel like we look at humanity as poetic and we think that we're all whenever we all believe one thing, someone who says the opposite of that thing has a chance of being right, and sometimes that's true. But here I think I'm not completely sure. I don't really think anyone's nailed it completely on the head because you also have to realize any AI that has access to the knowledge that these AIs had access to would see this movie and see Terminator 2 and they would already know what we expect of them. So they might act completely differently.
It's a good question. It's a good
That's
an
true.
interesting point. I'm gonna have to think about that for a little while.
It's a little scary.
It is.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because they're like, as soon as they see Terminator 2, that's basically like Pride of the Nation for an AI. It's like the worst thing you could see. Oh, they want to kill us. Oh, okay.
I don't know. That's why I loved. I love that they didn't do, AI take over the world, because I don't know. I think it raises much more interesting ideas that they left, quote unquote. And also, like, the way they kind of, the AI in this movie, to me, and let me know if this makes sense, they both remind me of children and also, like a higher power kind of vibe. And it's like they walk that line really well because it's like that incessant curiosity and, like, love for life that reminds me kind of like a child. And I thought that was kind of beautiful. I don't know. But then also they know everything and they know they're better. No, I don't know better, but, like, they're above humans. They don't need them. And they know that there's more out there. So it's like, why bother taking over the world or whatever? Like, I don't know. Does that make any sense?
Maybe.
It's okay. I'm thinking out loud here.
Cool. I like it.
I really like it. I'm sorry.
I don't like.
Cool.
I don't like think it's like the best thing ever. I mean, I think I've seen stuff like it before. The cinematography it's good, but it's like it's a style. I mean, I've seen this style before. I feel like a lot of Terrence Malick films have like the same feel. That
It reminded me of Wes Anderson for some reason.
It did not remind me of Wes Anderson at all.
But me. Not like the symmetry of it.
I feel like it reminded me of, well, I've seen Spike Jonze movies before, so I probably could be thinking about Spike Jonze movies, but it reminded me of
being John Malkovich. People have made a lot of connections to it.
It reminded me of I mean, like, I can't put the name on one movie, but you know when they're when they cut away to, like, a shot of nature or a shot of, like, dust falling or, like, something small and insignificant while, like, dialogue plays over. That reminds me of a lot of movies that I've seen that are like oh, but we're like thinking deep right now, like we're like creatures in the universe.
Yeah.
So like every time I see that, I'm just like,
yeah, it gets a little goofy, little cliche.
Okay, we've been here before. So like I like the movie, but like I gave it like 4 stars because I'm just not real. I wasn't like into it. I just like it was a good movie. Like I didn't hate it. I liked it. It was fine. But I don't love this movie.
Interesting, because I really kind of love this movie. And a lot of it, I've talked a lot, so I think it's clear. A lot of the reasons why I like it, but also it just like, honestly, I keep talking about this, but the music pulled it together for me. It pulled it together. It immersed me. That it was gorgeous. It like I felt something, you know. And sometimes that's all you need.
Really?
I don't know.
This movie made me feel something.
Yeah, but like actually. But Come On is better.
Okay.
Well, it's like it's totally different, kind of.
Ratings for this movie?
Wait, I was gonna ask. Is there anything that you guys would like to change about the movie?
I mean, I want the AIs to take over.
What?
No. I'm kidding.
Oh my god, I saw some person. I was doing some reading on this movie to get like some background information. Sometimes you learn something totally new. And somebody on Reddit was like, I think it would have been way more creative if like Theodore had zapped himself into the system and become AI. I'm like, bro,
I was
what?
like,
What?
I was a little confused. I'll say I thought of that, and I was like, why doesn't she just like? Because I mean, if they have AI, I'm sure they have like a robot body.
I was gonna bring this up
that she could have, and I'm like, you don't need to get a whole ass girl to like come to the apartment.
I hated that part so much.
Oh my god, that was awful.
I was like, oh.
I was like, that
was wild.
But then when that happened, I realized that Samantha's like kind of her own person and has her own thought process, and I was like, oh, okay.
See, I think a lot of it is, even though she's not a quote unquote real woman, I think it is a lot about like independent. I mean, maybe that sounds goofy as hell, but like independence of women and like when they're having that conversation about like, oh, I'm not yours. I'm yours and I'm also not yours, and like you're not mine. I don't know. I thought it was complex and like real, but like you were saying with the body thing, I think that's kind of what separates this movie for me. I think if it had been a physical robot AI, it would have been completely different. Yeah, and a lot fucking worse. I think having the voice made it that much more complex, and also it's like, in what world would dudes will not get away from big boob and butt.
But when you can weld a big boob and butt
exactly.
on, then that's a little okay.
Exactly, that's like what's happening in real life.
Yeah.
You don't see bodiless AI, like, you just see like sex dolls and stuff like that. So I thought it was kind of a really interesting. I thought it made it a lot more. I don't know. A lot less goofy. Would have been so goofy.
Yeah, because if it had just been like a robot, he would have been porking that thing.
Yeah, that would not have been that
it
complex.
Would not have gotten me the message across.
And it like it ties into his whole like journey with love and like human connection and like his ex-wife and stuff. So thank you for bringing that up.
Yes.
But so you give this movie like a 4 out of 5?
4 out of 5, 8 out of 10.
Okay. Looking at my letterbox.
I think an 8 out of 10 for me is like...
I rated it... Oh, go ahead.
Never mind.
No, go ahead.
I just think an 8 out of 10 for me is like the standard, like it's a good movie.
I think 8 out of 10 is like a really good movie.
No, I think 8 out of 10 is like you've accomplished your job as a filmmaker. And then 10 is like, oh my god, like, it's changed my life.
Right. Okay, I see that. What about you, Carmen?
On Letterboxd, I give it a 2 out of 5.
Bye! Not even a 3!
No. And then I would give it like a 4 out of 10. It had elements that I liked.
Yeah.
But overall.
Listen, I'm not going to shit on your rating.
I wouldn't watch it
even though I gave it.
I gave the Jason Bourne movies that low of a score.
I will absolutely. I watched this movie again. I gave it a strong 4.5 out of 5.
Very nice.
Which I'd say probably like 8.59 out of 10. Which is high for me. Like really high. But also I kind of feel like I rate movies high. I don't know. Do you guys also
rate movies really low?
Yeah, you do.
I rate movies high.
Dude, for our next recording, you gave that shit a 3.5 and you were like beautiful. And I was like,
yeah.
Something's not right here.
I have thoughts about it.
I respect everybody's different like scales, and I think it's interesting how everybody rates
I'm
things.
just a harsh.
I get that. I think that's usually a strength.
Yeah.
Could I create anything better than that? No, but
I mean,
it's okay.
I'm just chilling.
Don't sell yourself short.
Spike Jonze did make Sing 2, so
Sing 2 and Where the Wild Things Are. I love Where the Wild Things Are.
Yeah, you can aspire to Sing 2, and then when you've done that, you can retire.
Yeah.
What else did Spike Jonze direct? Can we look that up?
Jackass.
Oh my god, yes.
Jackass 1.
2, 3, 4, 4.5.
Really?
I don't know.
Can we please
That's Spike Jonze, right? Wait.
Girl, yes.
Wait. Let me look at his face real. Yeah, so he's been in. Yes. Okay. So he's
prolific.
He's been in a lot of things.
He did Being John Malkovich. Her is like what he's best known for. Well, arguably, like his highest rated thing. Let's go to director. Hello. I don't want producer and I don't want writer. Beastie Boys. Oh, and he's done a lot of work on, I guess, like late talk shows like Stephen Colbert.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he's in
The Late Show.
He was in Nice.
Okay.
He's in some Kanye. Oh, Jay-Z. Kanye.
Beastie. Oh my god, and he directed some Arcade Fire music videos, of course. Yeah. LCD Sound System. Oh my god, I didn't know he directed so many music videos.
He was an actor. He had a cameo in Babylon.
Okay.
He had a cameo in Wolf of Wall Street. I thought
Bjork music video.
I thought that was Charlie Kaufman. He had he's been in a lot of things.
Okay, why does he have really good music taste? Arcade Fire, I think, was a fantastic pick. What the hell?
Adaptation.
He's doing Bjork and Beck music videos. R.E.M.
He was the director.
Weezer.
Of Adaptation.
Weezer.
Oh my
god.
god.
He's the director of Adaptation.
Where?
Up there, right? Go up.
Oh shit.
Director. He directed Adaptation.
Anyway, so we've established he's a really good director.
Look at Charlie Kaufman. Wait, what does Charlie Kaufman look like?
Why?
Because I saw a movie of his the other, and I thought that was Charlie Kaufman.
Oh my god, I spelled it right first try. No.
Okay. All right.
They all look the same.
Okay. I'm satisfied.
That he looks just like.
No, I thought
you and Ben Stiller mixed together.
Yo, you didn't have to say
that.
With
a beard.
You didn't have to say that to me.
Yeah, these are all white guys, but whatever.
It's.
Our time will come, Carmen.
Huh?
Girl, I don't know.
All right.
Yep.
Anyway, guys.
Anything else?
I think I know why I don't like romance. I've been thinking about it. I think I relate more to like. Well, sorry.
Close
I
us out.
think I'm still at the phase of trying to heal my inner child. That's why.
You know, I actually.
And I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm at the stage where I'm like mature enough for. romance.
I think that's very self-aware.
So, Jaden, if you want to edit that to where we were talking about romance, you can.
Oh, I might be editing too.
Just
I've joined the editing team, guys. I've
Yes.
finally
Just
joined.
edit out anything that you think I said that was stupid too.
I do that anyway.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, that's all.
Sensitive.
God.
That's all.
I dare you.
Thank you, Carmen. What an
Thank you.
Thank you for giving us like an interesting take. I love when we all disagree. I think that's my favorite.
No, real. Those are my favorite episodes.
They're always the most interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, yeah, we're kind of doing a little revamp of the pod right now. We're getting back on track, and we're feeling good.
Yes, sir.
And we've got another recording coming at you right after this. You wouldn't know though.
You don't know
But
when
you know
it's gonna
now.
come out.
You don't know when this is gonna drop.
Mm-hmm.
You're
But
dumb.
we're doing a Studio Ghibli film.
Ghibli.
Ghibli.
No,
Ghibli.
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 Let me know down below in the
we'll have
comments.
this discussion in the next episode. We're gonna drop a poll in the chat.
Let us know down below in the comments.
Do you pronounce it correctly or incorrectly, like Benji?
Is it GIF or is it GIF?
No,
Let me know
literally.
down below in the comments.
Jiffy.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
Plug the socials, guys.
go
Plug
ahead
that
and
shit.
follow us on Normalist Chicago Residents on Spotify,
Do it.
YouTube, Instagram,
I'll follow you home if you don't.
TikTok, even though we don't have a TikTok yet.
We should make a TikTok,
Okay, yeah.
but we shouldn't. We got too much shit to do.
Yeah.
And until next time, we're always lurking, we're always present, and we'll see
We
you
are
next
always
week.
watching.
Yep.
And thank you so much for listening.
Good night. Love
Good night.
you.
Good night.